Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios, and we are thrilled to be on the craft store this afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Leo. I'm here today with Cam, aka Crafty Cam, who is normally the voice behind our cameras. But instead today we have Simon behind the cameras.
Woo!
It's a marketing affair today.
Very last minute choice.
Yes, it was. Cam was strong-armed into being on camera this afternoon, so bear with him. So welcome on in, everyone. It is great to have you joining us. It is amazing to be here on the craft store for launch day. I've been watching along all day. Everyone's shows have been amazing. I hope you at home have been enjoying all of the creativity as well. So today we have a couple of different products to show you. We're kind of looking at spring. We're done with the cold weather. I don't know if it's cold where you are right now. It is absolutely freezing here in South Wales. You might not think that since Cam's in a t-shirt and Simon's also in a t-shirt.
The heating has been on all day.
But it is actually very, very cold here, but we are looking absolutely ahead to spring. So we have a few spring products to show you today. The first of which is our brand new showcase die set launch. So this is our Sweet Spring Basket. Die set first, thank you very much. My glamorous assistant here. So this is our Sweet Spring Basket. If we could have camera 3 please over there, thank you very much.
No, wrong one.
3, thank you. This is our Sweet Spring Basket die set. This is one of our showcase launches here at Tonic Studios. So because it's coming directly from us, you will also get a storage wallet and a magnetic sheet to store your dies as well. And this is what we're going to be playing with today. So you can see it makes this lovely large basket. It makes the strawberries and the carrots, and these can also be their own individual little gift boxes too, which is very, very cute. And the basket itself is a really good size. So if I bring in, let me think, this one. Here is one that we have here. So you can see it's a very good size box. And then on the lid here, if I prise this one out, I actually have one of these little strawberries that opens as well. I hope it actually opens now that I've said that. There we go. So you can see that that is its own little gift box in there too. So you could fill the entire basket with these if you wanted to, or you can use them as Vicky has done here, and use them actually for the handle for your basket. So here is the inside of the basket, so you can see it is a good sized gift basket. You don't have to use the strawberries if you don't want to, or the carrots if they're not your thing. I think it would be a fantastic, fairly generic basket for any kind of gift.
Yeah, and you can make it into all sorts of other things. We've got Easter eggs as well. And we'll be making flowers. Well,
we'll be making flowers
today.
Making flowers. No? Are you not crafting today?
The will be when I say.
So that is our die. Do you want to have a look at the dies as well? We do have full instructions inside all of our die wallets for you, and this is the die set that you're going to be getting. So you can see all of the pieces that are in here. So you have your carrot piece. So this is if you're making the full carrot. Here is your carrot base if you're making the carrot box. There's your full strawberry, and there is your smaller strawberry box. We've got leaves in here, we've got flowers, we've got the actual strawberry hull, like the top piece as well. Of course you've got to have strawberry flowers to have fruit, and then you've got all of the construction pieces for the box itself as well. So you've got your handle, you've got the top piece, and then this lovely decorative trim, and then you've got your base piece and side piece here. So lots in the die set. 31 dies apparently. Big die set. Thank you very much. Are you sure you're going to be okay with that now? Do you want me to just hold this while you put that back? There we go. There was a very off-camera,
there we go,
terrible moment where that all fell. So let me show you some of the carrots too. This one is from one of our design team. This is from Shabney's. You can see she's done some lovely rainbow carrots in the top of this one. Very nice little box. I love the basket weave with the pattern paper in the bottom of here too. We have the little Easter eggs here. This one is also from Shabney's. So she's made the strawberries, basically stuck them upside down, made them out of some beautiful pattern paper that I'll be showing you later, and made them into little Easter eggs. So it's a little Easter basket. And then we do have a basket that has nothing in it, just so you can see If you don't want to make the lid, you don't want to have the strawberries or the carrots or the Easter eggs, you can just make a really nice gift basket too. And all of these flower dies are included in the die set. So that is the first thing that we are showing you today. We also have a very, very pretty and very seasonally appropriate paper collection. This is called Spring Has Sprung. We're quite new in the whole paper craft collection game. We started towards the end of last year and we released 4 Christmas sets and a harvesty kind of set.
Yeah, well, 3 Christmas sets. One was more winter.
Yeah, and then a harvest one. And we've got some more for you for this year. So if we have a quick look at Spring Has Sprung as well. So we have both a 12 by 12 patterned cardstock here. So you're getting 18 sheets of this. You're getting 2 each of 9 double-sided designs. On the back you do have a whole set of tags that you can fussy cut, or if you have one of our die sets you can die cut that out too. And then these are the designs in the patterned paper. Very, very springy, lots of florals, fresh colours. I love these with the flowers in the watering cans. A nice plaid on the back of there, or a tartan, depending on where you're from. We've got these lovely little birds. And we have this nice lace print, some fabulous rainbows, a nice pink gingham, little bikes with the flowers in the basket, and a stripe on the back. We've got these lovely little bees and a very fun spot. Just some nice strips of flowers. These would be great if you just wanted a single strip of pattern paper. You just wanted to take one piece out. Some fun hearts on the back of there, and then we're back to the second of each of those sheets. And then at the very back of this we actually also have a full sheet of stickers too. So all very much the same kind of iconography and pictures that you've seen through the paper. Lots of options. These are adhesive stickers for you included in the 12 by 12. And we also have the same paper in an 8 by 8 stack. Thank you very much. So on the back of the front sheet you have the tags again. This time they have a silver foil around the edge. The patterns are the same, they are just shrunk, so if you are more of a card maker, they're going to be slightly smaller for you, smaller patterns if they work better for your cards. The difference being right at the very end of the stack we have a couple of foiled sheets as well. So those hearts now have some silver foil on them, and the rainbows too. And then finally on the back we have the little bikes that have some silver foiling on some of the details as well. So that's the main difference between the 8 by 8 and the 12 by 12. And then to go along with all of that, we have a couple of extra things as well. If I can make that not fall over. So we have a coordinating pair of embossing folders. So we have this one, which is our beautiful butterfly embossing folder. And we have this, which is our fancy frame embossing folder. We have a set of dies. These are both 3D embossing folders as well, so lots and lots of depth in those. We have this lovely set of dies, and you'll notice that we have outer edges for most of the things that you see on this embossing folder. So we've got the heart with the banner across it. We've got the scalloped oval down here. We've got the oval tag up here. We've got the little circle down here, scallop circle. What else am I missing? Oh, the banner.
I was going to say the banner.
This banner, we've got a die for that here as well. Oh, and the rainbow, we even have that. And then you've got lots of other pieces in this die set. I'll just move those out of the way so you can see it. And we've got a little bike down here, and a lot of the pieces on this are separate, so you can cut them in different colours and put them together. You've got some flowers, there's a couple of little plant pots and things in here too. A little jug, some hearts and other flowers that you can add into your projects also. And then rounding out this beautiful collection, we have a set of rub-on transfers as well. So you're getting 2 sheets of these, and you're getting your transfer tool if you enjoy using one of the lollipop sticks for transferring those. And that is all part of our lovely Spring Has Sprung collection. What else are we showing? We have...
Oh, are you making me do this?
You don't get to just sit here mutely, I'm afraid. That doesn't work.
Where's my sign?
Please sit here even look pretty. It's over there.
So we have the Showering You With Love Create and Make, which makes this lovely umbrella. So I'll bring in some makes. You can see all those florals in there. And then also, here's another one using the Spring Has Sprung papers.
And this is
it also makes
gift
a
box as well.
Yes, but this one's used some of the papers from Spring Has Sprung.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fully into spring.
Obviously,
this comes with instructions, and it's very simple die
These
set.
are very cute little die sets. This is one of our create and make size die sets. You can see all of the pieces are in here. And again, because it's coming from us, you get your storage wallet and your magnetic sheet to store it on as well. So you've got all of the main pieces to create the actual umbrella gift box itself. You've got a couple of tags in here, so it says with love and on your baby shower. And then you've got a whole bunch of florals. You've got some raindrops in here too. We've got some leaves and a little bow as well. Very, very sweet.
Yeah, so that is $14.99 for all of that.
It is.
And there are only 10 left in the UK.
And we are completely sold out in the US.
Yep, rushed out the door in the US.
So everything that we are showing you today, we have put it onto a single page over on our website just to make it super, super simple for you to shop with us today. So hopefully Simon has the links for those and has put them into chat. Thank you very much. So it's all in one place. So everything that we've shown you so far is all on a single page. Of course, you're happy to and welcome to go and shop across the rest of the store. Add anything else in that you wish to. Do we have a bit of a cheeky discount today?
We do have a bit of a cheeky discount today. So if you are any of the products that we've shown today that are in that collection, you can get an extra 10% off by using Craft 10 at discount. It's a one-time purchase and it ends to end of today GMT. So 11:59 p.m. GMT, end of today. Same with the US. It'll be 11:59 EST. And that is only for today.
Just for today, as a little extra treat for joining us on the craft store here today. What was the other thing that we were going to talk about? We were going to talk about the kit. Maybe we'll do that a little bit later.
We'll do that.
Okay, shall I start making this gift box? Because honestly, I've not made one of these. I don't know if that's something you should admit that you've never made one.
I mean, today you are the crafting expert, so as a crafting expert, you should get on with this file.
I shall indeed. So I'm going to be making the Sweet Spring basket today. I am very lucky that I have an amazing design team. I have already pre-cut all of my pieces for me. Thank you, Vicky, if you are here. This prep pack has been invaluable for me. So I have 4 of these side panels. Yep, I do have all 4. And all I'm going to do is just fold along my score lines, which the die is put in for you. You don't have to worry about doing any of that. And I'm just burnishing those with one of our Precision Glide folders. We love these around here. If you've ever used a bone folder or a paper creaser that leaves lines or marks on your cardstock, then you probably want to get one of these because it does not. You get no lines and no marks. Okay, so these are the glue tabs for the base. And then we also have a very small glue tab just up here that I'm going to fold over and burnish those too. So this is going to form the main part of the basket. And I may actually need to get the instructions out and just make sure I'm building this in the right order.
Then.
Like, I'm at that point. I literally have not built one of these.
Well, then it just
before.
goes to show how useful our instructions are.
It does. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting the base onto... Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I have one of the base panels here. So you'll notice that it has the little notches all the way around the outside. If my lovely colleague was here with me today, we'd be talking about pointless notches at this point, but maybe that's not a today thing. And I'm just going to pop some glue all the way over this glue tab. My glamorous assistant, he's doing very well, considering he was very much put on the spot 2 minutes before we went live.
Yes, I'm just sat in my chair and that was that.
Cam had absolutely no choice in the matter. So what you want to do is you'll notice that the notches perfectly line up with the little slits that are in the sides. You want to make sure that everything is lined up. Make sure that you are lined up across the glue tab, but that your tab can still fold nice and easily. And I'm going to go all the way around the base and glue all of these tabs in. How are you doing, Simon? Are you doing okay over there?
I'm good. I'm reading the comments. Apparently Cam is doing all right.
Well done. Well done, Cam.
Says who?
You're doing great, sweetie.
And Taylor.
Oh, thank you, Anne.
Thanks, Anne. If you are new here today and you're not sure how to shop, Simon's been putting links into the comments and I'll send you directly to our store where it does say the discount code in the collection. So if you have forgotten what it was, it's Craft10. So you just add whatever you want in your basket, add Craft10 into checkout and it'll come straight off.
And we will be shipping your products directly out from our warehouse downstairs. Our little warehouse elves will be doing that for you.
Yep, this is UK and US.
So if you are based in mainland US, you can shop directly from our US warehouse. So that would be our tonic-studios.com website. And if you are anywhere else in the rest of the world, you can shop from our co.uk website. And we will ship out from here. Okay, last of my side panels going on. So again, just lining up those notches, making sure they're all nice and neat. Perfect. And then because we like to make sure that the inside of our gift boxes look as good as the outside, I also have a second panel, so a second one of the bases. And I'm just going to glue that onto the inside and basically cover all of my glue tabs so that your gift looks nice and pretty when you gift it to someone. Okay, I should also apologise. I am no Jodie Johnson. I am definitely not a TV demonstrator. If you've ever caught any of our lives that we do direct on a Friday, you'll know that I'm quite a slow crafter. So.
It's peaceful, it's calming, everyone enjoys it.
It's true, it is meant to be a mindful activity. Okay, there we go. So that helps to make my base nice and solid, nice and sturdy, no matter what gift you're putting in there. So now I'm going to bring up the side. So I'm going to glue my glue tab here just onto that side panel like so. I'm going to do that all the way around. This is what the instructions say. So that's what I'm going with. And I'm using wet glue today. I am a big fan of wet glue, not double-sided tape, not for 3D construction. I much prefer wet glue. I think you get a much more permanent and long-lasting bond.
Specifically our deluxe adhesive glue.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
This one right here, which my wife has recently started using, and she was sat there and she's like, it's so good, it's so strong, it dries quickly, it dries clear. And I'm like, yeah, I know, this is why I got it for you.
Eva should be here today.
She should. I did see her in the comments, she did pop up.
Hi Eva, thank you for joining us. Okay, next glue tab going in. So with wet glue, obviously you do have to be a little bit more patient, but I feel that adds to the mindfulness of you know, taking time with your hobby. Because that's what this is for most of you. I mean, for us it's work, but...
Well, it was a hobby for you. That's how you got into this.
This is very true. I do occasionally craft. Not as much as I used to, funnily enough. I think once you do something at work for 8 hours a day, probably you don't want to go and do the same thing at home again.
Yeah, no, my wife was very much like that. She's a carer, so if she comes home and I ask her for a cup of tea, I get phoned that I've been doing it all day in work.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay, last of these glue tabs going on. So our deluxe adhesive is lovely and quick grabbing. You do have your wiggle time, so if you don't quite land a glue tab perfectly the first time, not a problem. You do have time to wiggle it around, but it will grab nice and quickly for you. So I'm going to put the base of my basket to one side, here, seems good. And I'm going to start working on the top section. So this is kind of like the little rim section that goes around the top, and I am using some of that lovely Spring Has Sprung patterned paper to make these. So I'm using the little bees for this one. And I've seen someone do this, so I have a pretty good idea of how this goes together. Basically, I have folded this, so your die cut, as always, has all of your score lines built in. What I have done, so if you imagine this comes down the side of your box, this sits across the top, and then this goes down onto the inside, so you need to make sure that you have 2 mountain folds on there. These tabs are ultimately what your lid is going to end up resting on the top of your gift box, so they're going to become a valley fold. And then you have a glue tab on the side, and that is also a mountain fold. And I'm going to start gluing all of these together.
So you're crafting expert, I would not have been able to tell you any of that.
No?
No.
I think we've had this conversation before, so I think if you are paid to do something as a job, you can therefore call yourself a professional. So I am a professional crafter, right? I believe that is how it works. So I'm just lining up that scalloped edge and making sure that the cut edge fits nicely to where that corner score fold is. Once that glue has grabbed, I can move on to the next one. So the patterned paper that we sell is 200 GSM, so perfectly sturdy enough to make the rim for this lovely little gift basket. And I think for any kind of small gift box, you could use this as well. It would make a very sturdy little gift box. I think we've had a couple actually come in for an upcoming paper collection. There's a gift box in there. Okay, last one getting added on.
Anne Taylor also says she prefers slow crafters because it's a lot easier to follow.
That's very true.
And then Hannah also said that she can't speak craft. Your crafting is more realistic.
Thank you. Okay, so give that a couple of seconds for the glue to grab. One of the many jobs that I do around here at Tonic Studios, I also edit our videos. So Christine, our lovely design team member, has made the tutorial video for this particular launch that is available over on our YouTube channel. So if you'd like to go and see somebody else make this and probably do a much better job than me, then you can also go and watch that. So I basically watched her put this together, and that's kind of what I'm following. So thanks, Christine, for all of your top tips. Now, she used pegs to hold a couple of the bits on the inside. Pegs or little magnets. So if you need a little crafty helping hand, some mini pegs or some mini magnets, always useful. Okay, just making sure they are all nicely pressed in. So I've got the shape of my, like the basket trim, and now it's time to do all of this top section. So you will notice that you have, if I do this the right way around, you've got a square edge here, and you've got a notched edge. You want to make sure the square edge goes down, and then you end up with a nice kind of miter joint over the top. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. So you can see you've got that nice diagonal line, and then these 2 little quarter circles down here are going to glue together, and like I said, that's going to be the lip that the lid of your box then rests onto. So I'm going to put the tiniest little dot of glue on here, and then also some glue onto that quarter circle. I'm going to line up my corner, and then find an easy way to hold this. There we go, I got it. Now I'm just going to pinch those 2 tabs together, making sure that they are nicely lined up. And again, this is where having wet glue comes in handy. It gives you that few seconds to wiggle it around if you need to, if it's not quite lined up, because you do not want the lid of your box to be squiff. That would be very bad. Nobody wants that. Okay, I'm going to give that just a few more seconds. I do not want to move on and have this all pop open. Yeah, that would be bad. Let's not do that.
Is it mini pegs?
I don't have any mini pegs. Maybe I need to add some to our Amazon basket and see if they just magically appear as things do. Right, okay, next one then. So again, I'm going to tuck the square edge underneath, so I've got that nice diagonal on the top. So just a little dot of glue on the very corner, and then some glue all the way over the lower quarter circle. Line up the corner joint. I'm so sorry that just squeaked on the mat. My apologies.
Should be. I hurt my ears.
Cam has an aversion to squeaking. Yeah. I'm very sorry. Are you
I
okay?
don't have the headphones on. I guess it could be.
Yes, indeed. Okay. So that's that one. Moving on then to the next. Again, square edge going under. Onto here. So now the burning question that everyone is asking themselves at this point is, can Leo get this made before they kick us off air at 6? And honestly,
who wants to take bets?
Even Leo doesn't know the answer to that. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, well, coming up to this, I was saying, like, oh, do you want to do, like, a test run just to make sure? And you're like, nah, it'll be fine.
Very much we are a winging it kind of organisation.
It's the only way to do things around here.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Be very careful at this point. So, sorry for the squeaks. It's almost over, I promise. And again, just hold that. So you should now have your square top that's going to go into the box. I'm going to leave that over to one side. Again, I'm going to leave the glue to dry. In fact, you can babysit that for me. And I'm going to move on to building. So we've shown you that it makes a strawberry, it makes a carrot, but our design team member Vicky has done something a little bit different. She's actually made hers into tulips. So I've got these lovely little tulips here that we are going to make another one of to go into the top of our gift box. So it's using the same pieces, so it's the whole strawberry, as it were. So you have the side panels for those. So we have 6 of those. Yes, we do. And you are just going to glue them together. I was looking at the tabs and like, how do these work? I'm sure we'll figure it out. So do I want to do it this way or do I want to glue the 2 bases together? I think I want to glue the bases together. No, I've changed my mind. As you know, my prerogative. I'm going to glue the large tab onto the hexagon instead. And I'm going to work up from there because then I have everything on a straight line. It will make sense, I promise. So there's my hexagon. It has got a hole punched in the middle. That will be very important momentarily. So I'm going to put some glue onto the next base tab and pop that into here. I was just thinking then, because this is not a straight line, you'll notice it's a curve. So I don't know where to line up my glue tab to, you see. Whereas if I have them all glued around the base, they all start.
Expert.
They all start at the same point. In theory. In theory. Okay.
I trust you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start.
I'm sure you would. Okay, next one going on.
Has anyone already treated themselves to this?
And that's a very good question.
Mm-hmm. And have you started making it?
Yeah, have they arrived yet? Because we launched the Sweet Spring Basket on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Swing Theory. Some of you may have had them over the weekend if you did order on Thursday.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple of people say that it's arrived.
Fabulous. That's what we like to hear. So if you are in the UK, we offer free shipping if you spend over £20. And our shipping is Royal Mail via Tract 48 in the UK.
If it's under 20, it's only £2. But yeah, no, I mean, if you buy the showcase, it's immediately over, so you got free shipping on that.
And we can ship into the EU. We are IOSS compliant as well, which just means you get no nasty surprises when your package arrives at the door. And we can also ship over to America as well from here. We just have to be aware that at this point in time, you may potentially receive a customs fee receiving goods from the UK.
Which is fine because you can buy this off the US site anyway. So
Yes, we do have this in stock over in the US as well. Okay, so that's all 6 of my side panels in. I'm going to grab my trusty Precision Glide folder. I'm going to go for not the one that I've just stuck. I'm going to go around again, and I'm just going to give these just a smidge of a curve, which will just help the shape to form once we start gluing the side glue tabs in. And what I'm doing is I'm just holding that glue tab in place so I don't accidentally pull it straight back off the base. Yeah, because you know that's something that I would do. Okay, so now that I have a sturdy base to work from, this is when I can start adding glue to the tabs along the side. And you want to basically pull your cut edge in line with your score line. If you get a bit of glue oozing out, that's fine. All of the professional crafters do, so it's okay.
And it dries clear.
It does dry clear, but you do have time to just wipe it away as well. I'm going to give that a hold for a second while I pop some glue on the other tabs. And start pulling those together as well. So we have mentioned very briefly, I think, about our craft kit.
Yes.
So if you are a subscriber of our Tonic Craft Kit, then you also receive a 10% discount off everything else on our website.
Every order.
Every order, indeed. We do currently have a very spring-themed kit available. You can buy it as a one-off kit if you would prefer, or you can subscribe and get that discount.
Subscribing also saves you £5.
It does, makes your kit cheaper. And it is very, like I say, it's spring-themed. It is called Baskets and Bunnies. Makes a very, very sweet miniature basket, so nothing to the scale of this one if you're looking for a very small little treat basket. And it does also have a full 8x8 stack of pattern cardstock in this one, which is a sneak peek of one of our upcoming paper collections as well.
Yes.
Can you reach one that is?
I can reach one. I'm going to grab that one because that seems the easiest one to grab. Let's grab another basket. That one. Right.
There you go.
So you can see the pattern papers that have been used here. And it's foiled as well, which you'll get for the 8x8s. And then we've got our cute little bunnies. They've been coloured in. I think there's about 5 markers.
There are 5
in there.
markers in there. You get one of our crystal drops and a pot of our glitter accents as well.
Yes. And then it also makes this little basket as well.
Very, very cute little basket.
And there's an embossing folder.
And stamps.
And stamps.
It's a very loaded kit this
packed.
month. Okay, almost done with my, not a strawberry, it's a tulip. And before I fully close this up, I am going to turn on my hot glue gun. Ready. Again, I'm so sorry for the squeaking. Okay. So before I completely close this, obviously the opening up here is quite little, and I need to get a straw inside here and glue it, so it's going to be much easier for me to do that while it is still slightly open on one side. How much are we putting this in? Okay, I see. So it's just a paper straw that Vicky has inked for me. So I'm just putting it in ever so slightly into there, and then once my hot glue has heated up nicely, I'm just going to put some glue around the top of the straw here just to kind of bond it in place so it doesn't move. Okay, what do you reckon? Was that long enough? Our glue gun does heat up pretty quickly, but not that quickly. I was a little too eager. We actually had a question about these, if we are bringing them back, if we're going to have stock again.
Simon.
I don't know. Double check. Very popular.
They were very popular. Okay, so just a little bit of hot glue. You don't need a lot. I'm going to turn that back off so I don't end up burning myself on it. So again, just a tiny bit of hot glue, and it's literally just to hold the straw just through that little hole that we punched into the base. So now that is in there firmly, I'm going to put some glue onto the rest of my glue tabs and finish forming the tulip. Have we had any burning questions? Or are we good so far?
I will check. Let's have a look on YouTube.
So if you do have any questions about anything that we've shown you, feel free to pop them into the comments and we will do our best to answer them.
Rachel Snook said that hers has arrived this afternoon.
Oh, amazing.
And she will start crafting tomorrow.
Fabulous. What are you going to make first? Are you going to make a strawberry box or a carrot box, or are you going completely off-piste to making something totally different?
Yeah, Brooke said hers has arrived this morning. Barbara said hers arrived on Saturday.
Amazing, wow.
Sue Monk said that she really finds the pop-ups on the... Am I pointing to the right side? Here? Are very helpful.
Yeah. There.
That way?
Yeah, there.
Yeah, here. Are very helpful. I'm not used to them on this side of the camera.
You're doing great.
Rachel Snook says she's going to make a tulip.
A tulip, nice. See, I when Vicky sent this make in, like I hadn't even considered making these in tulips. This is what I love about having our design team make the samples for us. They see things in die sets that I think we don't even consider. And I'm not sure even that Toby, who designed this, had considered tulips or Easter eggs. We were just talking about strawberries and carrots. That was as far as our creativity went with this one. Okay, last couple of glue tabs. Because we're leaving the end open, you can still just get in there to squeeze those glue tabs in place. I have a couple of little leaves just to go around the edge as well. So again, just using my lovely glide folder just to give these a bit of a curl. And I'm just going to glue these on. So I'm going to place this just around that straw, and this I am going to have to hold just because I am making that cardstock bend in fairly sharp little angle around the straw. It does not want to do that. So I'm going to hold that for a second. It is super adorable. I don't know why we hadn't considered that they could be tulips.
It's very obvious once it's been done.
It is. And then a bit of glue on this one. And pop that onto here as well. And I'm going to pass that to my lovely assistant who is going to hold that for me.
Okay.
I'm going to bring back in then the base of my basket and the lid. You're doing great.
Thanks.
So this is the bit that I'm not going to say I've been dreading this. I've never done it, so we're just going to see how well this works. I'm going to put glue. So this basically sits over, if I can, we'll dry fit it first. So this sits over the very top of the basket, all the way inside, she says. There we go. Like so. It will fit, it will fit. There we go. And I'm going to put glue basically along the white panel where this part of the patterned cardstock is going to meet it, and glue it onto there. So now that I've got that wedged on, I need to try and get it back up. There we go. So basically I'm putting glue, I don't know how best to, what camera angle is going to work best for this, 2 maybe. So I'm basically putting glue along this edge there. Just a little, you don't need a lot. And I'm going to do that all the way around because obviously you can't come back to it. Once it's on, it's on.
Rachel Snook on YouTube said she's going to try the tulip with a pencil, see if she can give them a gift to children for Mother's Day.
I love that idea. This would make a lovely Mother's Day gift. And that is coming up on the 30th of March.
I believe so.
I feel like we should know that.
That's for the UK, and then
for the
US
yes.
is May? Very late.
I think
to us.
it is, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got a lot more time to plan.
You do have a lot more time to plan if you are in the US. But I'm sure there'll still be people that forget. And I would probably be one of those people. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to press this onto where I've now put glue around that edge. Actually, what I might do, paper creaser, precision glide folder comes in very handy for a lot of reasons. It means I can just run around the edge and press that into place, like so. So there is my basket with that lovely little bee paper rim all the way around the side.
I think you definitely picked the right choice.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cam was
Very
helping
happy
me
with the
today decide what pattern paper we were
Yes.
going to use. So the last thing I have made, and I did this ahead of time, I have cut the lid for the box. And I've cut this with 2 sheets of that lovely patterned paper from the Spring Has Sprung collection. So I've got some flowers on the top, and I've continued with the bees underneath. And then I've actually sandwiched in between this a sheet of our 240 GSM smooth white cardstock, just to make this nice and sturdy. This is basically the lid that sits on top of the box. You want it to be fairly sturdy, not too flimsy. And what I did is I used wet glue to glue all of these layers together and then put them under the mats for my die cutting machine for my tangerine, just to leave it to dry. And then I have punched some holes, hopefully you can see those all the way along the edges. I used Vicky's template as a guide, thank you again Vicky for that, and I'm basically just going to poke the tulip straws through here and glue them into place, which I am going to do now. So hot glue once again, because there's not really anything for wet glue to grab to, unfortunately. So I want the flower side up, so I'm going to pop these through, and we don't want them to be too high up. I want them to be fairly firmly placed in, so probably somewhere like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, you watch me not be able to get the lid back out now. I have seen one of our design team actually put a little ribbon tab on the lid, so if you wanted to do that so you could lift it out easier, then that is also an option. So from the underside, I am once again just going to use hot glue and just put a tiny bit just around the edge of that straw, just to glue the straw onto the base. And same with this one. Thank you, Cam.
Sue Hardman said the scent boosters inside would make it smell gorgeous.
It would. It would indeed. Yeah, it'd be a nice basket if you had like a potpourri mix or something like that. This would be a good basket because it does have the open sides. Okay, next one going in.
Janelle Vickery said Mother's Day in the US is the first Sunday in May.
First Sunday in May. And is it always the first Sunday? I'm presuming it probably is. That makes it nice and easy to remember. I'm not doing any kind of specific colour arrangement here. I'm just trying to make sure I don't end up with 2 colours the same next to each other, if at all possible.
So kind of like flower Sudoku.
Flower Sudoku, exactly. Okay, next one. Okay, 2 more to go in, so put one over here.
Sue has asked, can you put a template on the group page?
Oh, I will ask Vicky if she has like a specific measurement. If not, I will take a photo of what I used and I will do that for you, Sue. No problem.
And if you are new to watching this, we do have a official Facebook group, so it's Tonic Studios official Facebook group.
That's
Simple as that. So you join that, and then everyone is sharing their makes. And if you tag us in your makes, we can and we will showcase them on our Friday lives, which we decided was at the end, every Friday at the end of the month.
That's it, yep.
Yeah. And we'll show you makes.
Okay, I'm going to give that to you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Glamorous Assistant. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Brilliantly.
Finally become useful.
Aww. Last thing that I'm going to put the handle together. So I have 2 of the handle pieces cut. I also have 4 of the large circles, and then I think I've got stacks of 4 of the small circle that drops out of here, glued together, and I've got 2 more. And these are basically going to allow the handle to actually swing over the top of the basket, which is very important. It's how you get your larger gifts in and out. So I'm just gluing the last 2 smaller circles to the already pre-done stacks, like so. I'm also going to glue my 2 handles together, so I'm going to glue the 2 wrong sides together. So you've got, this actually has a very nice deboss on here, like a rope pattern, rope effect deboss from the die. So you want that on the outside, and then I'm just going to use wet glue all the way along the handle. This is another piece that would probably benefit, if you wanted to, from wet gluing it and leaving it under something heavy, like the plates and your die cutting machine. There's some kind of magic that happens when you do that, when you glue 2 pieces of card together using wet glue and leave them under something weighty to dry. It just for some reason becomes a very sturdy piece of cardstock at the end. Okay, there we go. My 2 handles are together. So what we're going to do is form our little mechanism. So I have the larger circle. I'm going to take my small circle, stack of, and place it back into that gap here. Put some glue on, and then line up the large circle over the top. So we've only got glue on that stack of the small circles, and then the actual handle piece goes over the edge. And then same again, I'm only putting glue onto that stack of small circles there. And I'm going to glue another one of the large circles over the top, making sure that it lines up. I'm just going to press that for a few seconds. And your handle should then move freely.
I was going to say, Linda Carey is watching, and she said the tulips in the lid is a lovely idea. So pretty.
Thank you very much, Vicky, for your amazing idea.
And Taylor told me not to look so worried.
Are you looking panicked about being a glamorous assistant? It's a very hard job being a glamorous assistant. So same thing again, I have put that stack of the small circles into the centre of here. Just going to add the larger circle over the top. And then flip it over to the other side. And glue straight onto just that central bit, and then glue that large circle onto there. And once again, if you pinch that bit, your handle should then move freely. So give that a couple of seconds. While they are drying, I'm just going to give this just a gentle bit of a curve. I'm going to glue this onto the side of my basket. So I'm just adding glue onto the larger circle on here and gluing that straight onto, there you go, it's a good angle, thank you very much. Pop that onto the basket. Try and make sure you get it as close to the middle as you can. But it is handmade, so if it's not perfect, that's fine. And then I'm going to need to hold that just for a second longer. I was, what do we say, Cam? Be kind to your glue.
Be kind to your glue.
And in fact, there you go.
Which I find
on the
that...
other hand, you could skip to do that while you're holding that.
Yeah? No?
No.
No more hands?
No more
Are you
hands.
out now?
I'm out.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, hopefully, if I pull this over to the other side, it does not pop off again. I think we're good. So a bit of glue onto that large circle again. And again, I'm going to try and line this up as best as I can to be in the middle of the basket.
And Taylor is saying, I was thinking about doing 3 to 4 layers of the handle depending on the GSM.
Yep, I would definitely agree with that one, Anne. You don't want it to be too flimsy because you do want to be able to move it without it kind of creasing or folding. So yeah, I think this is 240 that I have here, so I've just got 2 layers of 240 which has made this nice and sturdy. And all I'm doing is just holding my precision glide folder under that edge just so I've got something to press against for the glue to grab. So there is the basket. Let me thank you very much. You did great.
Thank you.
At holding the lid.
I did my best.
You did your best. You did. Well done. Okay. Basket lid going in. Like so. Couple of little finishing touches then just to complete our basket. I've got some pre-tied bows. For anyone who is not new around here, you'll know that bows are not my forte. That's very much a Karen Rowland crafting talent, and she is not with us today, so I'm using pre-tied bows.
Well,
No
she's
shame
with
in
us
it.
in the comments. I have seen her in the comments.
Oh, that's good. Hi Karen, I hope you're good. So a bit of hot glue just to pop that little bow on there, and then I have a little flower that I cut from some of the patterned paper. Are you holding that?
It's
Thank you.
it's going.
Is it falling?
Yeah.
Am I not being kind to my glue?
No.
Okay, if I flip it back.
I was going to say earlier
that away.
that you guys always say be kind to your glue and then you proceed not to be
Not
kind
to
to
do.
your
Yeah, I
glue.
know. So hot glue. I've got a little flower. So this is one of the flowers from the die set. That I've just cut from some of that lovely Spring Has Sprung patterned paper, and I've put a dream drop in the middle because we love dream drops around here. They are our favourite. Do I dare stand that up, or is it going to fall? What do we reckon? I've got a couple more that I'm going to put on the little hinge piece. Okay, right, you ready? It may fall. I think we're good though. There we go. There is my finished sweet spring basket that I did manage to complete in less than 55 minutes, but only because it was pre-cut for me, let's be honest. So that is our sweet spring basket showcase. I hope that has given you some ideas on how to put this together. Like we said, this is all available on our website. So Simon has put a link into the chat. We've put everything on a single page for you, just to make it nice and easy to shop everything that we have shown you today. I've also put the kit on there and our lovely tangerine die cutting machine. We have those back in stock too. Yeah, there we go. So they are also back in stock. They are available on our website. If you did want to grab yourself a tangerine, if you've been looking for an amazing A4 die cutting machine, we cannot recommend it highly enough.
With 10% off today only as well. For
today only. So just a reminder, that code is CRAFT10. It will get you 10% off at checkout, and it is valid today only until 11:59 p.m. GMT.
So you get for 153, I think, if I've done the maths right.
Oh, well done. Maths in your head as well. And on camera, I'm very impressed. Well done, Cam. Well done.
Make sure it's right first.
I'm rounding it up.
And if you're shopping on our US website, that code will be valid until 11:59 p.m. EST for you. So today only, so this is Monday the 10th of February, just in case you're watching this later, I'm sorry, it's no longer valid. That is it from us. We are done. I hope you have enjoyed seeing what we have to show you. We are looking forward to perhaps being back on the craft store again soon. I'm trying to think what we can bring next time. We'll have a think about what other things that we have. But do go and check out the website, have a look at all the products that we've shown you, and like I said, you have that 10% discount to use for your basket. You may as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you all again very soon. Happy crafting.